there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save. Today we've got something a little bit different for you, going for another piece of silverware in the Club World Championship. We've got the semi-final coming up first, and if we get through that, we'll bring you the final as well. But before we get into all of that, as always, if you're enjoying the series, hit that thumbs up button down there, follow it up with hitting the subscribe button, and then following it up with that bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. Now, since we last met, horrible episode last week, and we drew with Liverpool and got destroyed by Monaco. We've bounced back a little bit since then, and 3 wins from 3, but not all plain sailing in all 3 of them. So we played Swansea in the league, 2-0 win, and Bolo and Adolfo scoring the goals there. Lots of positive performances after that massive defeat against Monaco. We then followed that up with a very high scoring win against Celtic at Celtic Park, and yeah, didn't play particularly well. The defence was all over the shop, which led us to make some changes to the side against Reading. But 4-3 win, Adolfo, Lewis Abraham own goal, and Bolo and Zakaria all with the goals. Kennedy with a brace, former Newcastle man, scoring against us, and Musa Silla with another goal 4 minutes from time, making it a little bit nervy. But a 4-3 win, and then that has set up, made us go top of our group, just because Monaco did us a favour and beat Dortmund. So we went through top of our group and still not had that first knockout round draw just yet. And then we went to Reading, or Reading came to us, should I say, and as I said, changed it up a little bit, brought Dodo in, brought Aya in, Henrique and Lewis Cook came in, Madison came in, as did Marin, and yeah, Lewis Cook coming on and doing the business. 8.3 man of the match performance against Reading, scored a goal after 26 minutes. We then went 1 apiece, and Alexandra Mendy scored for Reading just after half time, and then Fetiarp from the penalty spot, and Teresiano with 8 minutes from time, scoring the winning goals to make it 3-1, and say 3 wins from 3 after that disastrous episode we had on Friday. This is how the league looks: 44 points from 16 games, nearly halfway through the season, 2 points ahead of City, and they're now at a massive 4 points ahead of United. So a bit of a gap opening up between us and City and the rest. Chelsea on 37, Liverpool on 33, and then Tottenham on 32. Arsenal way back, 26 points. Fetiarp sneaked his way into the top 3 goal scorers with 6 goals, and Bolo and Zagadou still having fantastic seasons, and Rakitic on level terms with Kepa for the Golden Glove. I think that is everything. Oh, we've also had the FA Cup 3rd round draw as well, and that's against Southend. So rotation side should be good enough to beat them. And we're going for, as I say, going for another piece of silverware. We haven't won so far in this save, and that is the Club World Championship. We got Yang Zhu in the semi-final, and after that, if we get through, we'll either play the winners of Chivas or I think it's Botafogo that we're going to be playing in this one. If I'm wrong, again, comment section down below. I'm not entirely sure who Bot are in the Brazilian leagues. I think it's Botafogo, but let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, so hopefully we'll have a good game against Yangzhou, and then we'll hopefully play either Chivas or the Brazilian club. This is going to be the lineup that goes up against Yangzhou, and rotated a little bit, freshened it up, making sure some of the players that haven't had game time last couple of weeks are going to get some game time under their belts in this one. So we've got Rakitic in goal, Van Zanten, Pocconi, Bastoni and Luis Enrique are the left back, Teixeira and Cook in the middle of midfield, with Mbolo on the right, Marin on the left, and Madison in behind Fetiarp. 12 substitutes, and they're all on there. A couple of players that probably won't play today, Hunt and probably Moise Keane. Other than that, everyone else is fully fit. Let's go and see if we can get through to the final of the Club World Championships. Corner, it's going to be Madison to take it. Trying to find Marin at the near post, but doesn't. Keeper comes out and fouls him, and it's going to be Fetiarp from the penalty spot. I think a little bit lucky, to be fair, but Fetiarp's going to step up. 7 minutes gone. Can he put us 1-0 up? Yes, he can. Keeper, absolutely no chance. Gave away the penalty, and it's 1-0 after 7 minutes. And fantastic finish here from Fetiarp on the penalty. Straight down the middle. Keeper got a hand to it, but we're 1-0 up. Free kick. Alex Teixeira is going to dink that ball in into Eric Bailly, I think that is, playing for them. And Dang Shanfeng has equalised for Jiangsu, and it's a great finish. Left-footed half volley, it looked like. Alex Teixeira just going to dink that ball in. I think it is Eric Bailly playing for them. Good header away from Luis Enrique, but what a half volley that is from Dang Shanfeng past Rakiewicz. One apiece. And Bolo's gone straight back through Shen Q, and he's been sent off down to 10 men. We're just going to push Madison across on that right hand side. He can play over there, but we're down to 10 men in this semi-final. Half an hour gone. First half injury time. Teixeira, a little bit of time and space. Going to go for a shot. Now goes to Marin. This time Marin puts it away. 2-1 just before half time. Dominated the game, even though we are down to 10 men. That's a good finish from Antonio Marin. Third goal of the season. Had a slow season so far. Madison finds Teixeira in that middle. Thought he was going to go for a shot. Pushes it out wide. Great first time finish from Antonio Marin. 2-1 Newcastle. And that is half time. Utter domination here. Probably would have been even more comfortable if we have 11 men on. But I'm just going to say we're down a man. We can still get a result here. Let's carry on. I'm going to keep it passionate. There's a lot more to come from you. Believe you've got what it takes. Go out there in the second half and just wrap up this semi-final win and get into that final. And Sanson, just after the second half started, Teixeira again, finding Marin. Marin cuts inside and scores again. That partnership that scored the second goal just before half time, putting together a good move at the start of the second half, making it 3-1 now. Van Santen deep free kick, finds Teixeira in the middle of midfield, goes on a little run, finds Marin, cuts inside, and a lovely shot, bottom right-hand corner. 3-1 Newcastle. Madison with a corner, going to dink that ball in, but nowhere near anybody. Marin back to Cook, into Teixeira, 4-1 Newcastle. Soon as it left his foot, you knew he was going to find that bottom right-hand corner. He set 2 up. He's now got a goal himself. Man of the match so far for me, João Teixeira. Good defending from the defender. Marin gets the ball to Cook, quickly out to Teixeira. First time shot, drilled into that bottom corner. 4-1 Newcastle. Cook with a good tackle, but he's going to be sent off now as well. We're going down to 9 men. That's going to be 25 minutes with 9 men. Who is struggling for fitness? Madison is struggling. We'll bring Neres on. We'll also bring... do we bring Arp off? We've only got one midfielder in the middle of midfield there. So we're going to bring Marin off, and we'll bring Zakaria on, and we'll just fiddle this round. Hopefully we'll put Neres in the middle there. 4-2-1-1. Final 25 minutes with 4-1 up, but not happy with Mbolo and Cook seeing red and putting us in the lurch a little bit. Up. 4 minutes left. Back into David Neres. Coming out on this right-hand side. Finds Van Zanten. Can he get a ball in? He can't. But it rebounds back to Neres. Zakaria now. Ball in. Arp's there. Arp makes it 5-1. Even though we're down to 9 men, our players have got that quality to break teams apart. Fetty with his 9th goal of the season. Dennis Zakaria coming off the bench. Picking up an assist. Unlucky cross from Van Zanten. Gets the ball back to Zakaria. And a lovely little dink. And Fetty just moving off the back of his man. And it's 5-1 Newcastle. We're through to this final. And there we go, full time whistle goes. Disappointed to lose 2 men to sending off, but 5-1 win. A brace from Fetty, a brace from Antonio Marin, and João Teixeira with a man of the match performance, 2 assists and a goal to his name, a 9.3. We go through to the final. Let's see who we will play in that final. So yeah, we will be playing Chivas in the Club World Championship final. First final for either team in their history of the club. So going to be really interesting to see who wins that one. Hopefully it will be us. That'll be coming up in a few minutes time. But first, this came through on the news articles. It's the Champions League first knockout round today. And yeah, I'm not even going to look at the teams in the unseeded pot, because we'll probably get one of the hardest draws. Generally, we do have been doing this year in FM anyway. So let's just draw the next team. Barcelona will play City. Huge game there. Roma and Arsenal. Bayern and Atleti. Dortmund and Liverpool. Wow, huge ties in the first knockout round. Benfica will play Juve. PSG will play Leverkusen. Porto will play Newcastle. We lock horns again with Porto. Last 2 winners of the tournament, I think. if memory serves, us and Porto will be going head-to-head in that first knockout round. We go to Porto first in that first leg, and then they come back to St James's Park in the second leg. So February, March time, that is when we are going to be playing that game. But next up, we've got the final of the Club World Championships. Can we win another piece of silverware? So then a few changes forced to be made due to two idiots being suspended for this one. And a few changes that I've made, again, just to keep it fresh. Rakitic in goal. Backline is completely different to the one that played against Jiangsu. Dodo, Aya, Zagadou and Belau are the back line. Zakaria comes in for Cook, who was suspended. Teixeira just drops back to that deep line playmaker role. Neres comes out on that right hand side for Brilliant Bolo. Teresiano comes in for Madison. Marin keeps his place on the left, as does Fetiarp up top. On the bench, the only people that aren't on the bench are Cook and then Bolo. Adolfo has picked up a little bit of a knock, so he might not get any game time. Hunt might get some game time because he needs some in his legs. That's the lineup. Let's go and get this piece of silverware and beat Chivas. 12 minutes gone on the clock, and first highlight of the final. Alderete into Marin at the back for Chivas, bringing it out quite a bit actually. Now into Espinosa, out to Zadivlar out that on that left hand side. Lovely overlap by Alderete in the middle into Iturbe, and he hits the post, and we get the ball clear. First chance going Chivas' way. Marin's going to get this ball in swinger, trying to find someone at the back post. Fetiarp's there, and the header was dipping, and they've hit the post, and they've just got it away. But what a header, just dipping at the last minute, but not gone in for Fetiarp. Final chance of the half. Marin on that left-hand side finds Belau, going to get the ball in, little ball into Teresiano. Teresiano goes for a near post shot, and it goes in off the back of Edgardo Marin, and we're 1-0 up in the injury time of that first half. And Bellew, lovely ball into Teresiano. He then finds a lovely half yard to get that shot in the near post, and the defender just can't wrap his foot round it. We lead 1-0. Had a bit of a go at the players at half-time, saying I wasn't happy with the way that we're playing, and hopefully the second half will come out all guns blazing. Madison into Fetiarp, he's in on goal. Can he shoot? He can, but narrowly wide. Madison's come on for Teresiano, and Keane's come on for the injured David Neres, and just push Marin over on that right-hand side. Hopefully a little bit more attacking intent. Madison gets the ball off to Teixeira, finds Dodo out on that right hand side. 5 minutes in the second half, digs that ball in, trying to find Fetiarp. He's been brought down by Martinez, and Fetiarp has the chance to put us 2-0 up, score his second goal in as many games, and he fires it down the middle, puts us 2-0 up in this one. Absolute domination from this Newcastle side. 2-0 to us. Fetiarp's 10th goal of the season. 10 minutes left, and Maya on for Zakaria. Dodo down that right hand side, trying to find up at the near post, and it falls to Madison. He gets fouled again. Cortez brought him down, and Fetiarp from the penalty spot again, and he tucks it away for his 11th goal of the season. 3-0 to us now, and looks like the Club World Championship is in our hands. Keane on this left-hand side, acres of space over on that left-hand side. We're in injury time now in the second half, and Marin's unleashed a great volley. Good save by the keeper, and Fetiarp can't turn it round for a hat-trick. And there we have it, full time whistle goes. Chivas 0, Newcastle 3, an own goal in injury time in the first half, but 2 goals in the second half from Fetiarp, 2 penalties, and we win the game. We win the Club World Championships 3-0 against Chivas, and Fetiarp with an 8.7. But look at the back four in that game, 7.6, 7.4, 7.7, 7.4. Fantastic performance from the defence at the minute, playing some fantastic stuff. Fantastic to win the Club World Championships. That is it for today's episode. We are going to be back with the final 2 games in January. As you can see, City and United coming up, as well as the transfer deadline day as well. So any transfers happen towards the end of the transfer window, you will get to know about it. But City in second, United in third. Home City, they come to St James's Park, and we go to Old Trafford. 2 massive games coming up for you in tomorrow's episode. But that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Something a little bit different for you today. The Club World Championships, a thing I've not been in this year so far in FM, as far as I'm aware anyway. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up button. Follow it up with the subscribe button if you're new around here and you're enjoying what you see. Then tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live, and I get to see that in my YouTube analytics now, how many people have hit that notification bell. So tick that little bell after the subscribe button, and until next time when we bring you City and United, first versus second, first versus third, I'll see you soon.